It's always difficult finding the exact right point when it's like an up and down. Oh! Hello! More dragons! Have these been here the whole time? And that's the one that you get, that the new mount has been released of. Which is more wyvern, but still. There's a blue dragon. Well, hello guys, I guess. I'm gonna go at the very top. Because then I can work my way down. Oh! Have I talked to you before? Yeah, I have. Molten rock. I'm guessing I can't go through here, but I'm gonna check anyways. No! Alright, now we just make our way downwards and try and figure out where we're going. Alright, this is the top floor because there's Gil and Carmby. There's a weirdly clipping in and out dragon. Ah, there you are! Vidnafnir.
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Izel. But this one I do not know.
Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidnafnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidnafnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See.
Indeed, you may speak, knight.
For 1,000 years, man and dragon has been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoska, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was last laid bare. Which was at last. I was thinking it would have been at last, but my brain was not saying the word at. Which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Izel. Alas, the deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream of peace? That peace could at last be within our grasp. Yet dream we must, as Izel once did, and we must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidnafnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard.
That is a terrible idea!
A most
unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer.
May I ask why?
The matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before. And I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm.
Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience.
Ah, fear not, knight. Thou shalt have thine answer within thy lifetime.
So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. I could always help with the nath thing, but no? Okay. To face such a creature in battle is one thing. To converse is quite another. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. My feet are clipped through the floor. That's unfortunate. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. Thanks. And thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Quest complete! Alright, Alfie. Another time, another place. Alphino is eager to set out for Sharlayan. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Yoshtola in Idleshire. Again, another place that I'm just going to call something different every time. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like Idealshire, but I don't know. Do 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 ba 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 ba. Alright, so where are we heading? One-time guide. Magnificent, isn't it? Progress marches ever onward. I suppose I have to start looking for a new job. It's sad that this guy, he's got nothing now. The poor thing. Everyone's like making a big fuss because of the fact that... Get out of the way, Midi. Ah, of course, you're going to sit on me head. That this guy... nice picture. He's not being used anymore, so he's going to have to get a new job. I hope that they don't remove him like some people seem to think they will. Another conspicuously uneventful journey. It would seem we are destined not to be late. Ah, Alex! 'Tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidnafia go well? Pretty well. As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Frostfalga, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside the front bridge. We should be on our way. Okay. Coming. As you just bob on my head. Bob, 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 bob. Bob the dragon. Ooh, a nice red circle. It would seem we are early. Shall we wait? Ah, there's Alex in the background. Well, this world's Alex. Wait, back in Ishgard. What was she trying to tell me? I don't know. Oh, you mean Tataru? Well, if you'd listened, instead of rushing about.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Kryle? I could have swore that it was pronounced Creel previously.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Well, at least I've got a nice outfit on for once.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Probably lifts.
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Ooh, I like the look on her face.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best you explain your plan to her in person.
Where is it putting her? Ah, okay. Fair enough. It made us travel a tiny amount of stace. Not space, stace. Alright, let's go see Matoya. Oh god, it's still a long distance. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I remember how it works now. I was looking at that dungeon and I was really confused. I'm still slightly confused. Oh, that'll be the new one. I was like, had no idea what that'd be. That'll be the Saint something or other's Arbitorium or whatever it is. Alexander just having a nice dip in the pool. God, it's such a long distance. It would have been nice if you teleported us like to here rather than just out the door. She was less than flattering about my techniques when last we met, but this time I have come prepared. Let her belittle my obsidian carbuncle if she dares. Do not tell her I said that. The crystal eye is one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much that she will grant us leave to lay hands upon it unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. You did say we were heading for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? In the eye of the beholder. Ooh. See again, Pyrocroon will end in 5 minutes. Will it? I got rid of that earlier. This prospect of meeting the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Kryl thinking. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. They all are true. This way are and have care where you tread. Enter the cave of wonders. Open sesame. Arabian Nights. Oh, straight into cutscene.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Interesting.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our Order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
I really like Matoya. She's one of the, really good characters. I hope she's in more things, though I doubt she will be for some reason.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul, their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
No one's nice to Thancred.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Bye!